Children in the community had the chance to get creative and take pictures with the Disney princess. People gathered at the Moorhead Conference Center to look at art and antiques. And students on campus took a break to stretch and play with some furry friends. All this and more on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Hallie Adams.
And I'm Xander Mack.
We want to remind our viewers that they can find all of our episodes on YouTube at MSU-TV_Moorhead. Here's what's making headlines for March 6, 2025.
The deadline to apply for Moorhead State's Upward Bound summer program is quickly approaching. MSU's Upward Bound is currently looking for undergraduate students who may be interested in working as resident advisors for their summer academy program. Students who apply for the position must have experience working with teenagers, have a minimum GPA of a 3.0, and have completed at least 35 credit hours. They are also looking for resident supervisors and instructors. Those interested in applying for the resident supervisor position must have previous leadership experience and have completed their bachelor's degree by June 1st of this year. Requirements for the instructor position include a bachelor's degree and previous teaching experience. The application deadline is March 7th. For more information and to apply, visit jobs.moorheadub.org.
Attendees at this past Saturday's Moorhead Antiques and Artisans Market had the opportunity to explore a variety of antiques and art pieces. NewsCenter's Xander Mack was there.
Today, the Moorhead Conference Center is hosting the 17th annual Moorhead Antiques and Artisans Market. I had the chance to speak with two vendors at the event.
My name is Jamie Wagner. My booth is part of my business called Peachtree Forge that I kind of established the name in 2020. Been doing it a lot longer, but this is when I first kind of started getting serious about it. Okay, well, primarily I'm a knife smith. That's more what I do, but I also do some more traditional blacksmithing projects and stuff like that. But I have a lot of different scraps left over from different projects, and I try to reuse all my antlers, steel, and stuff like that.
Our booth is Dichroic Divas. We create dichroic glass pieces. We do jewelry, we do letter openers, we do a variety of everything. We have wooden boxes that we put our dichroic glass pieces on. Dichroic glass was created for the space shuttle many, many years ago, and we've turned it into an art form. We make pendants, cabochons, just different things like that. It's about a 3-day process from start to finish. You piece all your different pieces together. You fire it in a kiln. After you fire it in the kiln, you take it out and you grind it, and then you fire polish it after that. And that's what we ended up creating and stuff. And my mother and I do this together.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Xander Mack.
If you missed the event and want to stay informed about similar events in the future, visit Round County Tourism's website, visitmoorhead.com.
President Donald Trump's administration announced in a memo February 14th that schools are to end any practice that treats individuals differently based on race. They also opened a portal on February 20th called End DEI, which allows people to report these sorts of practices seen in public schools. Moorhead State University has many organizations that fall under the diversity, equity, and inclusion spectrum, and with the memo coming out, individuals in opposition met at the bell tower to hold a protest. Signs with things like Fight for DEI, Education Matters, and Exist and Resist, We All Belong were seen. Protesters marched around the tower and spoke out to the campus about their stance against the changes. While Moorhead State has not publicly stated whether or not they will follow this order, the website has removed the Diversion, Equity, and Inclusion clauses and DEI grant from their About Us section.
Later in the broadcast, NewsCenter joins Whimsy Works for Princess Ariel's visit at their shop. But first, let's get a look at the current weather conditions with Manny Jones. Manny, how's it looking out there?
Thanks, Hallie. Current conditions in Moorhead is 40 degrees outside. It is sunny, humidity is at 55%, and wind speeds are at 13 miles per hour. We'll take a look at the extended forecast and more later in the program.
Would you like to become a certified professional in the latest media software? In an increasingly competitive job market, having your Adobe certification shows your expertise with Adobe software. Being certified can lead to higher job prospects, increased earning potential, access to exclusive resources, and support from the Adobe community. Does this sound like the right path for you? The testing center is in Breckenridge Hall, room 330. For more information, contact Tony Glover.
Eagles are preparing to roll the dice on campus. Morehead State's Campus Activities Board is hosting a casino night Monday, March 10th at 6 p.m. in ADUG. There will be games, prizes, and a casino-like atmosphere. The event is free and open to everyone. MSU's Campus Activities Board can be recognized for their efforts on Wingo Bingo, the Holiday Carnival, and Stuff a Plush events. For more information about upcoming CAB events, visit cab_MSU on Instagram.
The Round County Regional Quilt Show is happening at the Morehead Conference Center on March 15th. This conference will feature a variety of quilt styles highlighting the creativity of local quilters. Attendees can participate in sessions with celebrity quilters, gaining valuable insights and techniques. To learn more, visit the Morehead Conference Center's website, moreheadconferencecenter.com.
Last week, Whimsy Works teamed up with Kentucky Characters to entertain the children of Morehead. NewsCenter Justin Tabor was there to see what was happening under the sea.
Last Sunday, the children of Rowan County were visited by Princess Ariel at Whimsy Works. The kids got to make crafts with the princess and decorate cupcakes at the event. Owner Shay Hammond said she saw a need for fun activities for kids in Morehead, so they connected with Kentucky Characters to make it happen.
So, Morehead needs things to do, especially for kids. So we wanted to try to come up with some events to bring them in. And we were connected with Kentucky Characters, who does princess events for everybody, birthday parties and events around the state. So we've just started collaborating, and now we do it here in Morehead. This is a craft with the princess event. So the kids will do a craft. This time it's the ocean in a bottle craft. So they're gonna make a bottle with seashells and bubbles and take it home. And they're going to then decorate cupcakes and listen to stories and get their photos taken with the princess. So we've tried a few different things. We have what we call whimsical workshops sometimes, where we put on an activity for people to come do. We also do paint nights at Fat Patty's pretty regularly. Sometimes we collaborate with Stargazer Lounge or the Alley Off Main. We're always looking to try to work with the community and come up with cool things to do.
For NewsCenter, I'm Justin Tabor.
If you missed this event and want to keep up with more upcoming events and activities at Whimsy Works, check out their Facebook page.
An annual concert is bringing the soundtrack of the South to Morehead. The Kentucky Center for Traditional Music will be hosting their mid-semester concert at the Round County Arts Center on March 25th from 7 to 9 p.m. Attendees can expect an evening featuring a range of musical styles from student ensembles, including bluegrass, old-time string band, and country music. To learn more about the show, contact the KCTM by email at kctm@moreheadstate.edu.
Still ahead, we have the score for the MSU basketball game against Lindenwood in the OVC tournament last night.
Also to come, we join CAB and MSU 4 Paws for their dog yoga event.
And stay tuned to find out how you can run for a position on SGA's executive board. We'll be right back with this week's weather forecast with Manny after this.
Can't focus on your classwork in the dorm and need a place to work? Well, look no further than the Claypool Young Computer Lab. Our lab is located in room 210 in the art building. The hours vary by semester, but they are posted right outside the computer lab door. All you have to do is sign in with the person at the desk and then get to work. Join us and get your assignments done at the Claypool Young Computer Lab.
Fuel your day the Eagle way with Eagle Market. Located on the first floor of Craft Tower, we have everything you need to help you power through your busy campus life. From fresh snacks and drinks to frozen meals and essential school supplies, we've got you covered. Plus, we stock toiletries and medications to keep you ready for anything. Why leave campus when everything you need is just steps away? Visit Eagle Market today and discover your new favorite spot on campus.
Here at STAR, we're saving the animals of Rowan County. STAR is a nonprofit organization that helps canines find their forever homes. The nonprofit also assists their animals in seeking needed medical care, which can be a costly endeavor. Follow this link to the STAR website page if you would like to donate. STAR is also seeking volunteers to assist with the animal care at the shelter and to recruit foster parents. Contact Jan Dachi, found on STAR's Facebook page, if you want to bring joy into one of these furry friends' lives.
The Camden Carroll Library is a great place to focus on getting ahead on your work. The library has 2 available study rooms for students to reserve, along with computers to work on, research and printing services. It really is the place to get your assignments done. Want to get your study on? Scan this QR code to get to their website or visit during their open hours.
Just to recap, current conditions in Moorhead is 40 degrees, sunny, humidity is at 55%, and wind speeds are at 13 miles per hour. For the temperature map of Kentucky, we have Paducah at 49 degrees, we have Bowling Green at 47 degrees, we have Louisville at 43 degrees, we have Lexington at 41 degrees, we have Frankfort at 43 degrees, we have Moorhead at 40 degrees, and Ashland at 42 degrees, in those 40s all around Kentucky. For tonight's forecast, it is going to be cloudy. The high will be 35 and the low will be 32. We have a 0% chance of precipitation and the sun will set at 6:32 p.m. For tomorrow's forecast, it is also going to be cloudy. There's going to be a high of 50 with a low of 30 degrees. Sun will rise at 6:56 a.m. For the remainder of the 7-day forecast, we have Saturday with the high being 48, rain is likely that day, and a low being 35. On Sunday, the high will be 54, partly cloudy, and the low will be 32 degrees. On Monday, the high will be 59, it will be sunny, getting into warmer weather, and the low will be 35 degrees. On Tuesday, the high will be 66, the low will be 42 degrees, and it's also going to be sunny. And finally, on Wednesday, the high will be 67, with the low being 47, also sunny. For the temperature map of the U.S., we have Sacramento at 52 degrees, Seattle at 48 degrees, Great Falls at 41 degrees, Salt Lake City at 44 degrees, we have Phoenix at 68 degrees, Albuquerque at 67 degrees, Minneapolis at 30 degrees, Kansas City at 44 degrees, Austin at 71 degrees, Jackson at 65 degrees, Tallahassee at 64 degrees, Nashville at 50 degrees, Chicago at 40 degrees, Washington, D.C. at 45 degrees, and finally, Boston at 55 degrees. For this day in Moorhead history, on March 6, 1990, it was warm outside with the high being 60 and at night the low being 37. Humidity was at 70 degrees this day. When we come back, we'll kick it over to our very own Isabella Hussey with your MSU sports scores and updates.
Are you having a hard time studying? Need some peace and quiet from disruptive roommates? Check out the Student Lounge in Breckenridge Hall. The lounge in room 104 is supplied with computers, comfortable furniture, and large windows that let in plenty of natural light to give you the best academic environment possible. The lounge is available all week during normal business hours.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension which can only be seen between the yellow lines. Its boundaries are that of the asphalt and the imagination. You think it's fine to park here for just a moment. You are wrong. There's a ticket up ahead. Your next stop, the no parking zone.
Party? Yeah!
Hold up, what are you guys doing?
Thanks, friendly fireman.
Always be prepared.
More fire safety tips, go to nfa.org.
Hi, I'm Bella Hussey here with NewsCenter Sports Update for the week. MSU men's basketball team traveled to Evansville, Indiana last night for the first round of the Ohio Valley Conference, but the Eagles came away with a loss to conference for Lindenwood. The Eagles built up a 9-point advantage at the half, but Lindenwood took the lead for good with a string of makes from the charity stripe to close out the game and a final score of 73-65. Junior Kenny White wrapped up his college career with a team high of 12 points and earned the Eagles 368 points this season. Tyler Bresselford scored 10 points for MSU. This loss was also the final collegiate game for Deontay Miles and Cade Rutsager. Morehead State was held to 32% from the floor in the second half and 35% overall. MSU capped Lindenwood at 27% in the first half, but Lindenwood shot 44% in the closing 20 minutes when they outscored MSU by 17. The loss closes out MSU's 24-25 season. 4x4 intramural volleyball registration is now open. Registration ends March 13th with the season starting March 24th. The intramural program provides students a variety of recreational opportunities that are both team-based and individual. Students wanting to participate can sign up individually or a team on iamleague.com. For any questions about registration or to find any other intramural sports, email intramural coordinator Creighton Caskey at cncaskey@moreheadstate.edu. That's all I have for you this week, but don't go anywhere as we'll be heading back to the news desk and looking at some viewer-submitted photos after this.
Hey, I'm just now leaving the library. I'll be back in the dorm in just a few minutes, okay? All right, I'll see you then. Bye. Hey, I'm about to pass break right now. We should watch some movies and make popcorn or something and have fun. Okay, bye.
Someone out there wants your stuff. They will use your beaker box. They will sneak into your room. Take your valuables. If this happens to you, you look like this? Report it to your RA immediately. Stay alert. Protect what's yours.
Take a walk around downtown Morehead and follow the Morehead, Kentucky Turtle Walk that was put together by the Round County Arts Center and Round County Tourism. Located all around Main Street are turtles sponsored by businesses to showcase local art. They are found at places like the Fuzzy Duck, Gaddy's Pizza, and other locations around Morehead. Take a walk and capture your picture at all these iconic locations with all these iconic turtles, and see if you can spot all 21 turtles. To find more information, Google Morehead Turtle Walk or scan this QR code.
A local brewery is ready to shamrock and roll. The Sawstone Brewing Company is hosting a St. Patrick's Day party on Saturday, March 15th. The party starts at 12 p.m. but lasts all day. Attendees can expect the return of Ellis Irish Red Beer, all-day cocktails, live music, and food by Fooder. Food will be served from 5 to 9 p.m. and live music begins at 6. For more information on the celebration or upcoming events at the brewery, follow their Facebook page, Sawstone Brewery Company.
Students learned the downward dog with the help of some furry friends Tuesday night. Warren State University's Campus Activities Board hosted a dog yoga night in collaboration with MSU Four Paws. NewsCenter Sierra Harris has the story.
ADUC was filled with students and furry friends alike last Tuesday.
I say it definitely made the yoga more exciting. I say they definitely did distract me because I was scared that they were going to run into me when they were playing and just doing what dogs do. One thing I liked the most was whenever they came over there and surrounded me. I didn't think that I was going to get a chance to pet the dogs at all this entire event. I thought that they were going to, congregate in the front, but they came to the back and one even sat on my lap and I was just holding that for the rest of the remainder of my time doing yoga.
So I think that really focusing on because I know when we come to college we focus on, you're supposed to focus on all aspects of the university, your academic, your involvement, your self-care, that kind of stuff. And so I talked to my boss Melissa and we had talked about doing something during finals week of just trying to bridge that gap between students and the university and putting them all together and being able to rely on one another in those stressful times. Because I know personally myself, I am stressed out, I'm overwhelmed during finals week, and just being able to take a break, and get to see different people on campus that you don't normally see.
So all of our dogs are service dogs in training, and the biggest thing that we do with them is just to socialize them to events that they might experience when they do become service dogs, and just to make sure that they can handle being out in public with lots of people and at different events. So things like this with all the people and all the commotion going on help us to see how they can react to those type of things.
I talked to some of my friends and they are involved on the farm and they were like, well, what if we got goats? And I was like, well, maybe something less messy. And so I've been trying to work with different organizations and departments on campus. And so Four Paws, I had reached out to them and I was like, hey, do you want to do this event? And they were like, sure. And so working with them and then having the instructor is a MSU alumni from the honors program. So really connecting that big circle of student to alumni and back together.
I think that the dogs definitely brought a new experience to yoga, and I hope that they do an event like this again because I enjoyed it a lot.
For NewsCenter, I'm Sierra Harris.
For more information about future CAB and MSU Four Paws events, visit their Instagrams, CAB_MSU and MSU Four Paws.
The Morehead State Student Government Association is holding their elections for their board. Sign-ups are live right now until March 11th at 11:59 p.m. Students can sign up to run for President, Executive Vice President, Secretary of Internal Affairs, Secretary of Public Relations, and Secretary of Campus Involvement. Those running must have a minimal 3.0 GPA, be a full-time student at MSU, and depending on the position, other requirements. Those eligible to run will be notified March 12th at noon. For more information about sign-ups and elections, visit SGA's Instagram at Morehead State SGA.
Welcome to Viewer Submitted Photos. If you want your photo, submit it to us for us to review here at NewsCenter. Submit them at msutvweather@gmail.com. Let's start. This photo was taken at night. It looks like it was taken by the soccer field, by the stadium where the football players play. As you can see, it showcases the tall buildings on campus. You can see Cartmel right here and Manon Tower over there in the corner. The street lights are really lighting up this picture well with the yellowish blue hue, and this is a very beautiful picture. For our next picture, it was taken at Cartmel, and it's looking directly at Andrews with Mays Apartments over there in the corner. It was last night before the start of our snowfall. This, as you can see, the light pole is revealing the snow that we had, and the snow did last throughout the entire night. And as you can see, there's a full parking lot over there with people inside of their dorms. As you can see, the lights are on. For our next picture, this one was taken over a lake. and it was snow outside. You can see the snow on the ground and the snow all around the lake. It's cold outside. You can see the white sky, and you can see the clouds there as well. And this picture is very beautiful, and it was submitted by Sierra Harris. This picture was taken out of Cartmel, showcasing our campus during the mornings. You can see the skies are very gray. This was after we had our snowstorm last night. The snow is on the cars, and the roads seem to be pretty empty. And the snow is also on the buildings as well, with a few students walking to class early in the morning. And you can see our mountains and Moorhead in the background. And for our final picture, this was taken on a much warmer day. This was taken at Andrews Hall. This is a close-up of Andrews. You can see the time on the clock being 4:25. Can't tell if that's PM or AM, but it is 4:25. And the windows are very reflective of the sky. This was a warm day, and can't wait for more warm days next week. And there was clouds in the sky as well. That's all we have for viewer-submitted photos. Remember, if you want to submit your photo for us to review here at NewsCenter, do so at msutvweather@gmail.com. We'll be back after this.
Orientation leaders play a vital role in SOAR, also known as the Student Orientation, Advising, and Registration Program. OLs greet new students and their families in addition to other duties such as getting their Eagle card and getting their schedule. OLs also participate in informational sessions, conduct campus tours, and answer general questions about life at MSU. The hourly rate is competitive. If you are interested in being an OL, contact Melissa Patrick at mpatrick@moorheadstate.edu.
The Camden Carroll Library is a great place to focus on getting ahead on your work. The library has 2 available study rooms for students to reserve, along with computers to work on, research and printing services. It really is the place to get your assignments done. Want to get your study on? Scan this QR code to get to their website or visit during their open hours.
Any student with an Eagle Card ID can access MSU's food and toiletry pantry, known as Eagle Essentials. All items are free of charge with no questions asked. Students who don't have adequate food and necessary items can't perform as well academically. When students struggle with these issues, Eagle's Essentials can help. It provides students with everyday items, including non-perishable food, hygiene products, and school supplies. Monetary donations can be made via the campus campaign link.
Welcome back, Eagles. A new semester means new shows, and the Moorhead State Theater Department proudly presents The Revolutionists. From February 27th through March 1st, March 6th through March 8th at 7:30, and March 2nd and 9th at 2 p.m. Come on out and join the revolution today.
Moorhead State University's Career Services offers a variety of services and resources to help students in their career decision-making, professional development, and job search. With career counseling, students can receive cover letter and resume critiques, perform mock interviews, learn strategies to help you find a job, and even take a short assessment to discover which occupations are suited for your personality. Schedule an appointment at Career Services and map out your plan for the future today.
With midterms just around the corner, this can be a very stressful period for students. Make sure to take breaks while studying, eat, drink water, and get plenty of rest. If you are someone you know needs a little extra help, Counseling and Health Services offers free counseling and services to MSU students. To schedule an appointment with them, call the clinic at 606-783-2055 and see all their services on their page on the Moorhead State website. Take the time and take care of yourselves during this midterms, Eagles. That's all the news we have for you this week.
Good night and thanks for watching.